Hi, my name is Aljoud, and I'm 16 years old. I'll be speaking about my project, the Sustainable ID, and my journey with School of Humanity. So my journey started with School of Humanity after winning and third place with Shara, a competition I participated with my friends around creating a project that was direct or an initiative, if you will, about the SDGs. And I got the amazing opportunity to be part of Ascend. And thanks to that, I'm able to be here presenting my project to you guys and share my experience. So I started by looking at my project through an looking glass, if you will, and looking at sustainability through a looking glass and looking at all the different parts microscopically and trying to see what problem I'd like to solve. So we started by sorting the information into buckets and looking into, okay, what kind of solution would I be able to apply to the UAE where I'm based? What type of solution would I be be able to solve as a teenager? What type of solution could I come up with that could help not just the UAE, but maybe globally? So this is when I came across the 11th SDG, Sustainable Community, Cities and Communities. And one of the things I found on the website of the UN is 156 countries have developed national urban policies, but only half are in the implementation stage. So to me, that was pretty shocking. How can only half be in the implementation stage? So that's when I started thinking, well, what can I do to help get countries out of the into the implementation stage and actually implement their projects? And that's when I came up with the Sustainable ID. So the Sustainable ID is similar to the app we have in the UAE currently, which is used to track Corona and keep the spread limited. So it's called Al-Hassan. So Al-Hassan basically keeps track of all your vaccinations, your PCR, and it's even required to enter certain emirates and certain buildings. In order to enter, you need to have a green pass. And that's thinking about the 11th SDG. I sort of tied it together and came up with the Sustainable ID. So the Sustainable ID takes all your information from third-party services using blockchain, and through blockchain, it keeps your data secured. So you are able to have privacy and keep track of where are you being really sustainable, how can you improve your own sustainability, and then as a country or a government, how they can look into this data and say, okay, our citizens can improve here. We can create policies that can help our citizens improve in these areas in order for us to reach our own sustainability goals. So I'm just gonna run you guys through the app really quickly. So over here, we have the sign-in page. When you sign in, you have access to create your own profile. So here we have Laura Miller. So your homepage so this is your homepage. So over here you have your sustainability meter, where it's all of these little things, water, energy, which are data taken from third-party services combined, and self-survey combined to create a score of how sustainable you are. So Laura Miller here has 76%. And if you look over here to the categories, over here, water, she's checked 21 markers out of 25 markers that she should have in order to be sustainable in terms of her water use. So here's a diagnostic page. There are diagnostic pages for each different category. So over here is your water. So your water here has how much water have you used at your home, and then has percentages, charts that help you understand where you're using your water. And then one of the features I really wanted to add onto the app is things that can help you. Instead of giving you the problem, I also wanted to give you a solution. So reduce your water consumption. Maybe you can install more efficient water fixtures or install water saving shower heads. So this is the big part, the ID. So this ID allows you to So similar to Al-Hissan, where you have to scan your ID to enter somewhere, it gives you a QR code. The sustainable ID does that, and it will allow countries or citizens for you to check into certain places, and it can even give you access to rewards, which is a way to encourage people to want to recycle and take a step up in their sustainability. So just to really quickly reflect on my project with School of Humanity, I honestly had to say it was really difficult to choose the project I wanted to solve because there are so many problems you can choose from, and I couldn't choose one, but thankfully I did, as you can see. But I did find that that the project was really fun to create, and I had so much fun going through all the little steps with School of Humanities. And for that, I'm super grateful for Claire, Raya, Kata, and our mentor. So thank you for your time. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks, Aljoud. That was a lovely presentation. Thank you for sharing the sustainable ID with us.